You better tell them or I will. You better tell them. We gon' talk about wrong, right, death, life. Talk about anything you like, you better tell them or I will. You better tell them or I will. You better tell them. We gon' talk about broke, rich, real life-ish. Speaking like this, I can't miss. You better tell them or I will. You better tell them or I will. You better tell them. We gon' talk about the old, young, smart, dumb. Let me show you where I'm coming from. You better tell them or I will. You better tell them.
Word up, man. You know. Y'all heard me say it before. But shit, if I don't tell you, who will? Huh? Come on, man. Nelson Mandela said, when you know, you don't know. You must read. And I want to talk to you today about reading. I was laying on the couch enjoying quiet time. And I thought about the people that came before me. The people that said, no matter what happened, we're going to make it through. And I'm talking about my ancestors. To where it was illegal, punishable by death, if you were caught teaching them how to read, or if they found out you knew how to read. That alone should let you know how powerful reading is. Reading is fundamental, meaning it funds your mental. Meaning it's essential. So read. Statistics show that the average American reads one book a year. That's average, right? If I'm reading 10 pages a day, 5 in the morning, 5 at night, or 10 in the morning and nothing at night, or 10 at night, nothing in the morning, whatever it is, 10 pages a day. 10 pages a day in a month of 30 days will give you 300 pages. And let's just say the average book is 267 pages. Okay. So that means that I am going to knock down a book a month, 12 books a year, 60 books in 5 years. Wow. My competition has only read 5 in the 5 years. And let's say per book, we learn 1 new word. That means in 5 years, my vocabulary will increase by 60 words, while my competition has only learned 5. Based on my reading alone, I will get to different tables. How you know, Shawn? I'm so glad you asked. If you don't tell him, I will. Let's take the great brother, Irvin Magic Johnson. When he came home with it, and his queen, Cookie, we gonna get to the queens at another time, because I'm here to tell you, the queen is the business, baby. But anyway, Magic, story goes, and I may have it wrong, check the facts, don't jump your ass down here in the comments telling me what I got wrong. Now, if I'm wrong, please correct me. But you fill in the other parts of the story that I may fail to mention. But anyway, the story goes, Magic asked this guy to teach him business once he had to retire from the NBA. Gay guy says, nah, I'm not working with you. Magic asks him again. He says, what do you read in the morning? Magic say the sports page. The guy says, stop reading the sports page. I want you to read the Wall Street Journal for 30 days. Or something like that. Magic begins to read. And proves to this guy that he's been reading. Magic's ability to speak changed. He got invited to different tables to where he began to put businesses, plural, in the urban community. Continuing to read and build himself in business, he gets a call, if I'm not mistaken, and I could be. But remember this though, goddamn. You better tell him, oh, I will. You remember this. The story does not have to be true to instill the principle in the child. Moses gonna split the ocean open. And everybody gonna make it, and nobody broke no bones. They wasn't muddy or nothing like that. Come on, man. That's a metaphor. But anyway, I don't want to hurt no people. Magic reads, Magic gets to different tables, start rubbing different elbows, start talking, blah, 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 blah. Vocabulary increases, and them Guggenheim boys called and say, Magic, sell everything. Now, I don't know if that's how the call went, but Magic unloads the urban network, meaning what he owned in the cities, and made the move with them to purchase the Dodgers. But it would not have happened if that man did not start reading. Reading is fundamental. You must read, especially if you know you don't know. They was killing us, meaning black folk, if they found out we knew how to read. Some say now you got to kill a black person to get them to read. Check that out. Huh? So let me give you an experience of my own, which I was sharing with the brothers earlier. I've seen in action, in real time, me speaking with affluent people, business owners, and I mentioned in conversation, or I quoted a book. And man, the conversation takes off. These people start unloading, letting you know, right? Go look at any mansion in an affluent neighborhood. Scratch that. In a affluent community. And I guarantee you'll have a library in it. Hence, when me and the Queen was looking for the new home, this is what I wanted. I wanted my own closet. I wanted a third car garage for my Monte Carlo, which I no longer have. The Monte Carlo. Harley Davidson now. Shameless plug for Harley. Y'all need to pay us. But anyway. And a room for my library. So everywhere I go, any house I build or buy, I'm putting a library in. Right? Because the library helps you buy the house. Right? Go look at lawyers. Executives, man. They got huge. Look at some of these sport analysts on ESPN, Fox Sport. When they at their home, usually they in the office and it's nothing but books. Me personally, I pause the TV, start looking at the books. I'm gonna buy that one, I'm gonna buy that one, I'm gonna buy that one. Man, look here, god damn it. Okay. Little too far, Shawn. You don't know about that reading. Go and study. Matter of fact, you ain't even got to study. Put in Nipsey Hussle in YouTube. Or search Nipsey Hussle book list. And see what this man was reading. Look here, man. God bless that brother and his family. When that brother made his transition on Slauson, they had a book, vertical integration, or some book that he based his formula on. And I started to look for that book. Guys, the book was $900 and something on Amazon. 2 weeks later, as that momentum built and they was getting ready for his funeral and all that, so many of us that read and understand our hope and knowledge, that the book dropped down to like $60, $70. Huh? He had a book called 3 Magic Words. Bought it. As soon as I heard him mention it in the video, he said 3 Magic Words was the book that helped me unravel my thought process. Read reading. You must read. Now, if you don't want to change nothing, you don't want to do nothing different, you want to keep doing what you're doing, go read. But reading, man, it will change your life. It'll rock with you in your spirit when your spirit is telling you something. But in your family, in your homeschooling, this that you're thinking is way out there. Huh? Make you feel dumb or ashamed because you're thinking this. And then you're reading it in a book. And then you see it and you like, God damn it, I knew I was right. Huh? Boy, look here. I done damn near elbowed my wife with excitement. Because she sleep, I'm reading. And boy, something I done said, and they done shut me down. And I see it in a book. Like, oh my God, I knew I was right. And then the fun you have. Look here. Another good book. Excuse me. I bought Will Smith book way before he slapped fire out of Chris Rock and all of that. Right. And reading Will Smith's book, I had to put it down because I was enjoying it so much, turning the pages, because I wanted to know the next, from how Fresh Prince became Fresh Prince, the rhyming, Ready Rock, the touring, the getting rich, the going broke, the fear that man suffered. Go back and check the fear episode. The fear and the thought process that created his force field, if you will. How he protected himself based on the things that happened to this man. It's all laid out in the book. And if you read the book, you will see why he jumped his ass up out that seat and took off on his own brother. Right? Which I'm with you with. Never speak against the queen. I don't give a damn where we at. We can read, okay? Hey, little note for y'all that may want to try something. You try my wife, all this podcasting gold shit out the window, we whooping ass on sight. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Shoes forever laced when I'm with the queen. Ain't gonna be no live and going viral with no, I'm getting your ass. I'm gonna either take an ass whooping or I'm giving one. More than likely, I'm giving it. But anyway, I digress. But you gotta read. You don't have to. If you want to stay ignorant, stay where you at, and all of this, that, and the other. If you want to move forward in whatever it is you want to do, I'm not talking about overthrowing the world and being great and all of this, that, and the other. I'm just talking about improving in your station as a human being, as a person. If you want to get better, you must read. Read and read some more. You know, when you're scrolling through Instagram and you see them little posts, if you could talk to the 18-year-old you, what would you say? Not all the time, because I don't comment on all of them, but most of the time, read, read, read. Reading. 9th grade dropout. So grateful that I learned how to read before. 1992, when the foe was going down, man. The first book I ever read, with nobody telling me to read it, was The Road Less Traveled. It's been on since then. And it fell off as I suffered from alcoholism. But I've been building my library since the day I got sober. And Amazon drop it off at the door? Man, come on. Read. Read biographies. Read stuff that you don't think you're into. Now, I'm not the one for shoots and ladders and dragons and swords and shit. I don't read that personally. But a lot of people do. But I read history, self-improvement, spirituality, you know. I read those things. And one thing I learned about spirituality, self-improvement, and history, you will see them all line up together. And lately, what I've been reading is a lot of hip hop and rap artist material. You feel me? And it's very eye-opening, man. It's very eye-opening. Like, wow, that's how that came together. You know, so read, man. Read. And then read some more.
Yeah, man. Across the nation. I'm getting to the point, be patient. Tell them or I will. You better tell them or I will. You better tell them, yeah. You are now tuned in to the #1 podcast on the internet. Shawn P. You better tell them.